What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video. I hope you guys are having a DJ Khaled blessed day as always. If you are, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know how your day is going so far. And if you're brand new here, make sure you hit the sub button. We appreciate all of you who are a part of the 13 Tech team. Thank you. So yeah, today I was inspired by the new Sofaygo project called B4pink, I believe it's called B4pink. So yeah, I cooked up a loop from Nightmare on Tuesday. Super fire, part of the Wave Force Omega team as well too. Shout out to all of them over there, they're all dope as well. Send me a pack of loops. Yeah, I used one of the loops and this beat is just insane, and I could definitely hear this on Sofaygo's new album or EP, whatever you want to call it. If you like this loop and this beat, make sure you go check out Nightmare on Tuesday. Got a free loop kit, I believe, that you can download right now. Yeah, let's just get right into this cook up. Let's go. Alright, so to start it all out, I will show you guys what this loop sounds like. Again, shout out Nightmare. It's very, very fire. This loop is nuts. I'll just play this and then we can go from there. So yeah, that's the loop. I forgot to mention that I Am Synthetic is a part of this loop as well too. These two together is just craziness. So yeah, that's what the loop sounds like. So basically what I did is I just started out with the 808 on this one. I always start out my beats with the 808 because what I believe is that the 808 is a part of the melody. I feel like it's crucial to get the bounce of the 808 with the melody right off the bat and then layer it with the other drums afterwards. I just feel like in my experience that's always worked best for me, and I just like hearing the 808 right away, so that's another reason why I do it. I'll show you what I did for the 808 here. So for this one I started on the A sharp. I wanted to start out lower because it kind of gives it a really like grungy feel, and then I wanted to bring it up, so then I did F sharp here, and then I went up to the G sharp. And I did this because it kind of gives it that snare effect, and then when it hits on the G, it hits really, really hard because it's got a lot more bounce, because the A sharp is a lot more grungy. It doesn't really hit as, like, it doesn't have the same bounce as when you're up in the G, so it kind of gives it a really cool effect, and also just gives it some unique bounce as well too. Very aggressive 808. This 808 is from my go-to drum kit that I will be releasing very soon. This is the number 1 808. It's one of my favorite 808s. That's pretty much all I can say about it. So, yeah, so that was the 808. And then what I did here is, for this beginning part, didn't have the kick in, so that when the initial 808 comes in, it doesn't hit as hard. It's still hitting hard, but it doesn't hit as hard. When the 8 bars finish, right here I bring the kick in, and then it hits really, really hard. I love doing this because the listener doesn't really account for it, and then when it hits, like, the 808 hits completely different, and then it just gives it a really, really nice bounce, and just kind of adds variation to the beat itself. So for the kick, like I always do, exact same as the 808. And then next I have the hi-hat here. I didn't show the kick because, I mean, all right, let me show the kick. Let me show the kick. Let me show the kick. So yeah, that's the kick. This is also from my kit as well too. This is the lemon kicks. Like I was saying, I got the hi-hat here. So this is a hi-hat MIDI that I used. I can't remember where I got it from, but I did change it up a little bit. So I wanted to have hi-hats kind of hit on the 808 because it gives it such a good bounce when the hi-hat hits the 808. It gives it that, I don't know, it just makes the beat sound so bouncy, and it's one of the things that when I hear it, every single time I'm like, man, this sounds so good. I kind of did that throughout this pattern, and then just kind of added rolls here and there just to kind of add a little extra bounce to it. This hi-hat is also from my kit as well too. This is the cat hi-hat right here. So what I'll do is I'll play the hi-hat by itself, and then I'll play it with the 808, and then you can hear what I'm talking about. One of the things you can do to kind of add a little bit of extra bounce to your hi-hats is they'll add a note that's a lower octave than the actual hi-hat pattern on the 4th bar, and this just kind of adds a little extra bounce, and it's something that a lot of producers do, and I don't know, it just works. It just sounds good. So here, I'll show you what I mean again. So it's very subtle, but it works really, really well. And then at the end here, 2 of the same patterns here, 2 of the same rolls. This top one is obviously on the original pattern, and then the second one here, a few semitones lower, and then just lowering the velocity. So it kind of gives it that fading effect when you do the velocities like this. So I'll show you what that sounds like. Yeah, I'll show it with the 808. Definitely has that nice little bounce effect on it, and then everything else is pretty basic. Open hats here, again, these hit on the first 2 808s, so just like that, and then that's the same on this side. And then I have this blip pert, and I added an effect to this. I added a looperator effect to kind of give it a delay feel, and like it's fading out after the notes are done. So yeah, it kind of sounds like an alien gun or something. I don't really know how to explain it. Just have this looperator effect on here. I mean, you can really add any one that you want. This is just the first one that I found that kind of worked for me. I just turned down the master effect on that. Next here we have the snare. The classic Don't Lie snare, and then I have this crack snare. Sometimes I like to get a little crazy with my snares and kind of do a bit of like these rolls and whatnot. I did some rolls. I mean, it's not crazy, okay? It's not crazy, but it's fun to do on some beats. Like I like to do it on like really hard hitting beats because it just suits it. So like I was saying before, with velocity, so when you do rolls like this and you do the velocity downwards like that, creates like a cool like fade effect. Any kind of roll for almost anything that you're doing, when you do this little fade effect, it pretty much sounds good every single time. So that's the snare. Come to the clap, and the clap is just a basic clap pattern with an extra note here. And I just added that just to give it a little extra bounce. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire beat. Let me show you my masters. So as always, I have my Chrome master here, compressor, EQ, Fruity EQ, Fruity EQ, Fruity soft clipper, Fruity limiter. This will also be a part of my go-to drum kit. Yeah, everything else for the melody, I had a EQ, classic one, just taking out the lows, and then took a bit of the highs out. And I added Maximus to this sub bass that was a part of the loop. Yeah, that's pretty much the entire beat. So I'll just play it for you guys real quick, then that'll be it.
That's a lot of Xanax.
So yeah, that is the entire beat, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see next, and let me know what you thought about the new Sofaygo project. I'm definitely rocking with it. It's been way too long since this guy's dropped, so I'm very excited about it. But yeah, let us know what you want to see next. Make sure you hit the sub, make sure you like, make sure you check out our website as well too. There's tons of dope shit on there, lots of paid kits and free kits on there, so whatever your heart desires. And there's merch as well too, you know. So definitely go check that out. And yeah, without further ado, that is going to be it for me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace out. See ya later.